Good evening, it's Jeff and Wilma at Budrum, and I'm pleased to be able to show you this coral trout head tom yum soup. I'm going to show you how we go about making this. Right, in this saucepan I have 3 cups of water, and I'm just going to put the frame in there. So I'm just going to cook the frame down in these 3 cups of water. I think if you've got the head and the frame of a coral trout, you want to do the best thing you can with it, and I think there's nothing better than a good tom yum soup. Our frame's all broken up and it's just nicely simmering, so I'm taking all the goodness out of the fins and the bones, and between that leftover flesh I'm just going to strain all this through this strainer. I'm just going to squeeze out as much of this as I can. It's all good, all goodness. Now if I was to put that in the fridge overnight, it will set like a real firm jelly. When it does that, you know it's good. So I'm just going to bring this stock to the boil, and I'm going to add a few ingredients. I've got about half a teaspoon of this sea salt, and put that in there, and 2 of these chunks of palm sugar, or 4 halves of a cap of lime leaves, or 2 whole ones. Just going to scrunch all them up, and about 1.5 inch chunk of galangal, which has been thinly sliced. So that's all out of the freezer. So putting that in, and about 8 of these chunks of lemongrass that have been bruised, and that's all out of the freezer. I'm just going to bring that to the simmer. One more thing to go in, some of my chilli sauce. You need a fair bit of this for the tom yum soup. Now that's what makes the tom yum soup beautiful chilli. Bring that to the simmer and get the next ingredient ready. I've got some beautiful oyster mushrooms here. I'm just cutting them lengthwise. Get ready to go in. So I'm putting this whole packet in there.
Did you forget something in all this, Jeff?
Yeah, I forgot to put the red shallots in.
Oh.
So they should have gone in when I put the lemongrass in, and the red shallots are just as important as the lemongrass and the galangal. Now this is the young red shallots. So I'll put these in now. So now this has come to the boil, I'm just going to add my oyster mushrooms. Bring that to the boil. Smells fantastic. I'll just put the lid on, bring that back to... Now this has come to the simmer again. I'm just going to put the star ingredient in there. So just going to put that in there and let that break down, and turn the heat back a little bit. Just let it slowly simmer. Just doing a little update here. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful looking head?
Oh, ugly.
I think.
Ugly when you did that.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. I think it's...
So much meat in it.
Yeah. Oh, but it's not just the meat, it's all the skin and all the goodness from all the juice from... I think... Oh, wow. I'm just going to... Oh, she's just about broken up. I was only just doing an update, and now I found out that it's just about cooked. What I'm going to do now that we've found that out, is I've got some cherry tomatoes here, cut in half. Got them from the supermarket. That's one thing I didn't grow. I'm just going to add these to it. Just let it come back to the simmer. I've got a few more in the packet, I might just cut them up and put them in as well. This has come to the boil. What I'm going to do is just add the rest of these red shallots, using these in the place of green onions. Also, for a bit of extra colour, I've got some Malabar or Asian spinach here. I've diced them up, so I'm putting those in. I'm going to also add, there's about a tablespoon of fish sauce. The other thing we're going to add is the juice of 1 lime. And it's ready to dish up just about. Just mix that through a bit. Look at that. That is fantastic. Just going to put the lid on for about a minute, and we're going to dish it up. This is ready to dish up. So naturally you don't eat the bones. That's the only part of the head you don't eat, is the bones. Everything else is just fantastic, good food. Well, you can eat the eyeballs if you want to, but I don't eat them. The bones come away nice and clean, didn't they? Like, it's sort of different to a curry. The 3 of us eating tonight. Beautiful crusty French bread here. Now, one of our neighbours shared some Japanese spinach with us. I'm going to eat out of his garden, so I'm just going to garnish with a bit of that. Now this requires a lot more chilli than I put in, so I'm going to put a fair bit more on mine. Do you want any more on yours, Mum?
No, thank you.
So we're going to have our dinner, so we'll catch you later. Bye.